All right guys, so if you're looking for a stick vacuum for your home, this Dyson V8 Absolute could be the product for you. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it, review it, and go over some of the specs, and you could get them at different locations. I'll put some of the links below. They help out the channel. It does come with a 2-year warranty, HEPA filtration system. It's got a charge time of about 5 hours and approximately 40 minutes of runtime depending on the accessory and the level that you have it at. It weighs about 5.82 pounds, comes with a 115 air watt system, 0.14 gallon bin, and it has many options to choose from. So we're gonna go ahead, I say unbox it, review it, and see how it performs. So with that said guys, don't forget to check out some of the links. And if you have any questions, comments, put them down below. All right, like I mentioned, it does come with a 2-year warranty. It comes with the manual, little quick start guide right here. All right, first things first, comes with the power supply. So, you know, it is a unit that comes with a, you know, wall option. So you could go ahead and install it. It does have here two, areas where you could put the accessories right there. And then basically, you know, you will put the actual vacuum here, and then you will slide it into, you know, this adapter right here. That's how you will be charging your unit. All right, comes with this, handy adapter right here, where you could use it for, you know, cleaning nice, you know, little areas, you know, your fans and things of that nature. The bristles are very, very soft, so they don't, you know, scratch. And this is your, you know, button to latch onto the actual vacuum. You also have this, you know, adapter for the narrow areas. All right, so this is the wand. Comes with a little lever right here, and you do have your 2 little connectors right inside there. All right, so this is the big boy right here. Very nice and comfortable. I do like, you know, that it has a, you know, small grip. It's not too thick. And the way this one works is that you have to press, you know, the power button, which is right here. Okay. When you depress it, it stops. So you don't have like an on and off button that it stays on constantly. You have your low and you have your high right here. All right, so this is your washable HEPA filter right here that you can remove and clean it as needed. Very nice. Here you have a lever which basically opens up your canister. So you go ahead and push that, and it automatically opens this little cover right here, and all your trash will dump out. And once you're done, you push down on it and you close your lid, and you're basically good to go. All right up here, you have your main filter. This one also gets removed, and you could, you know, wash it. Okay. And that's pretty much it. It feels super comfortable, and then you could add all the accessories as needed. All right, so if you want to clean your keyboard, your computer, or anything of that nature, that's perfect. Very, very quiet. We're going to check the decibel in just a minute. One of the accessories. So same thing as this one here. So when you have an issue with clog, let's say you clog it, you will hear the motor doing that. So you're basically overloading it. So it's a nice little option so you don't burn out the motor. All right, so this is one of the accessories that it comes with. Very nice. It's got a little brush right here. So this is great for your furniture. If you want to, you know, use it in your car, or maybe the trunk of the car, you know, where, you know, you picked up some stuff and you want to have a, you know, quick cleanup. It does have, you know, like a little, kind of like a little brush right here, you know, so it doesn't go against the surfaces. So you could use this, you know, as a accessory for your car. Very nice. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is probably one of the, you know, favorite accessories that I like about this setup here, because I believe you could get the V8, the non-absolute. It doesn't come with this little, you know, furry accessory, and since I have marble floors, and you know, this is exactly what I would need for wood floors, marble floors, things of that nature. It'll still clean the carpet. You do have these little brushes right here, which are very, very nice and soft, bristles. So you do have your little, you know, wheels here on the side, and you do have some like little felt here on the sides also, so you don't, you know, scratch the floor. So very, very nice option to have. So I've used in the past you know, vacuums that don't have this option for the floors, and I scratched, you know, some of the wood floors. So this option here is perfect for that. And if you look at the front here, it's open, so it'll pick up larger, you know, debris like, you know, Skittles, or, you know, Fruit Loops, or, you know, a heavier or thicker, you know, trash. So this is excellent for bigger items. Obviously, you're gonna use it with a stick. All right, so last but not least is this other accessory. It does have a little felt in the front. You have your clear, you know, cover here, so you can see what's going on. If you have any debris stuck on there, you do have felt here. You do have a, you know, little rubber seal in the back, so kind of like create some suction, you know, towards the back. This system here is an automatic hair removal. So right here it says hair removal vanes. Basically, it untangles itself, which is a very, very nice option. You know, you have a little felt also right here to keep, you know, like your floors from scratching. Now, if you look at the front of the actual unit, you do have, you know, this section here, kind of like a ramp, but, you know, for bigger debris, it's not as good. It'll kind of like hop over, you know, like say, you know, maybe Fruit Loops or anything like that. But what you have to be careful with is when you have bigger stuff, that it'll drag it on your floors and it'll scratch it. And this happened to me before with other vacuums that I've owned. So this one here is good for carpets. If you don't have any large debris to pick up, this is actually perfect. But if you have other stuff, it's just kind of like roll it over, but it can scratch your floor, so you have to be kind of like careful with it. But this one's actually better for carpet than the fuzzy one is. Very, very nice constructed. And so you have a 2-year warranty, and you have a, you know, swivel head, which is nice. You know, so you turn it, and it turns very, very well. And we're going to check that out. All right, so like I mentioned, you know, this one here has this little ramp right there. So we're gonna put some rice to emulate, you know, some debris on your floor, your kitchen, or anything like that. So listen to how the rice kind of like gets pushed around. You hear it? So it basically pushes it with the edges here. Only a few go through these little cracks right there. You know, it has these little cracks. So, you know, this is the issue that I've had in the past with other stick vacuums using this, you know, head right here. So that's why I like about the Absolute that comes with, you know, this option here, which basically, you know, there's no plastic to push the rice, you know, into, you know, towards the floor. So you're going to have less scratching from your, you know, especially if you have soft wood floors or anything that's, you know, very, very, you know, sensitive. So with this one here, it's good, like I said, for carpets, and you know, things of that nature. So again, you hear it, and you know, it gets pushed, you know, obviously through here, even when the vacuum is going, which we'll try now, so I can show you. So let's compare it to the other one. So this is the, you know, little fluffy head. So basically, you don't hear anything, even though, you know, right now it's pushing it forward, but as it's spinning, it will suck it right in, but you don't have any, you know, plastic to, you know, the material pushing down on your floor. So, you know, this one will definitely be more gentle on your floors. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, try it on low. All right, so you can see, picked up everything from there. All right, so let's give the other one a try. All right, same level on level 1. All right, so it did pick up some of the rice. I don't know if you can see, right here, it kept on pushing some forward. And this is what I'm talking about. So it will pick up some of the rice, but it has to, you know, basically that little plastic is going to push the rice down and going to push it forward, and that's where you could get a little scratching. Now, anything smaller than this, obviously dust or anything like that, it's kind of not going to affect it, you know, whatsoever. right, so let's go ahead and see how the dispenser works. Pulling on this lever right here, this will pop open and it will automatically release this little door here. Only time will tell how durable works for us. So let's check it out. So if we pull on this, we will pop this thing open. And there we go. So you don't have to pretty much touch anything. It will open automatically. All the debris will fall out into the trash can, and then you will push this back first, and then you will close the lid. So nice little option right there. So like I mentioned before, you pull this open, and this is how you clean out your main filter. And in the back one, you have your HEPA filter that it's washable also. Obviously you're high and low. So let's go ahead and try out this, little crevice tool right here. We're gonna try it out on the low setting first. All right, let's try it on the high. All right, let's go ahead and try out, see how loud it is on the low and on the high setting with the actual accessory. All right, we got 84.7 decibels. Try it on high. All right, we got about 97.2 decibels. All right, so what we're gonna be doing now is checking the run times on it. It does say about 40 minutes of approximate runtime. I'm assuming it's one of these accessories that doesn't have a motor, running through it like this one. So this is gonna actually put more stress on the battery. One of the cons of this unit is that you cannot remove the battery and buy other batteries for it. Once the battery is done, then you have to put it on your charger. I currently own the Samsung, the Jet 75, if I'm not mistaken, which you can, purchase new batteries for it. So depending on the size of your home. But this one here, that's kind of like one of the drawbacks to it as far as the battery goes. All right, guys, so ran it on low until the battery died with the soft roller, and I got about 37 minutes and 30 seconds. Battery completely died, so I did a multiple combination of hardwood floors, marble floors, and some carpet. So I mean, it picked up a lot of the stuff. So I'm gonna go over a couple little things that I noticed. For instance, so this is the soft roller. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I did notice that it will collect some debris here on this little felt right here. There's some hair. There's a tangled hair here. I mean, this is designed for hardwood floors and things of that nature. But some of the carpets you had to push a little bit because it will get stuck depending on the way the carpet was set up. I guess the way the design of the carpet, you had to push a little hard. So if you're doing a little bit of the floors and all of a sudden you go into carpet, I noticed that all that felt that I took out of here, it would get on the carpet. So all you gotta do is back up, pick it up, and you're on your way. So I guess it does collect in this little area right here, but it did fantastic. I say 37 minutes. I was pushing it. My finger was actually getting a little tired. So I know some of the newer models, from Dyson, they do have the on and off button where you put it on and it stays on, and when you're done, you put it off and then it shuts off. This one you have to constantly be pressing on it. So one of the things that I noticed here, you have this little plastic right there, but this area here, it could get a little tiring, but look at everything that it picked up. I mean, I went some of the little areas that, normally my wife wouldn't go. The carpets, they do hold a lot of the dust, so it makes it look like my house is super dirty, but it's not that bad. All right, so it's time to do the battery test on high. All right, so on high, I got 7 minutes and 25 seconds using this roller right here, okay? Continuous use, non-stop. Battery got a little hot, unit got a little warm. But you know, this thing actually works pretty decent. There's only like one little drawback that I see that I've had past issues with other vacuums, and that's, you know, this area right here. I don't know if you can see it, it's scratched up. So, you know, there's not enough distance between the little wheels and this plastic. So if you're not careful, if you have wood floors, or, you know, you have, you know, laminate, or maybe other type of like marble floors or anything like that, if there's any debris, you know, like maybe some kind of like sand or something like that, this could actually scratch your floors. So you have to be careful. So I don't know if they might kind of like redesign these things where it has more of the little felt on the side, and you know, perhaps, you know, remove some of the material right here. So, you know, no big deal if you know, you don't really care if you have regular tiles, you know, this is, you know, perfectly fine. Now, you know, this one here is more sensitive. That's why it's designed for wood floors and for, you know, marble floors. And you can see it has the felt all the way front to back, and it has it all the way here. You still have the 4 little, you know, wheels on it. And then as this spins, it kind of hovers, you know, over your floor, and very, very soft. I really like this option right here. One of the things that, you know, if your battery dies, you know, you have to put on the charger. But, you know, I did, you know, the entire home is about 2,800 square feet under air. And, you know, it did the whole house with no issues on low. And I even went to some of the areas, you know, a couple times. So, you know, for sure, 37 minutes of not continuous runtime is not that bad. So that's on low. Now, you know, with the soft roller. So we're going to go ahead and try it on high, see how, you know, it performs on high. And another thing that you could go under couch, under, you know, low items, you know, really good. But, you know, if you want to put this all the way to the floor, you kind of have to grab it from the top, or unless you really bring down your wrist all the way down to the floor to be able to, you know, get under, you know, like, you know, your entertainment centers and, you know, some of the, you know, Chinas and all that good stuff. So I've seen some of the, you know, vacs that they kind of like, you know, tilt in the middle. This one doesn't have the option. So you have to basically drop this down to the floor, and then you're able to get under, depending how deep it is. Like, for instance, your bed. If your bed is kind of low, like 3 or 4 inches, you can get under it. But if you want to get deeper in, you have to go all the way down. So no big deal. It's not like you do that every day. But like I said, you know, fairly quiet. It didn't, you know, bother me at all. Really, really nice, you know, sucking power. As you can see, it does have, you know, a lot of stuff in the container, which is basically just one run at the house. So in fact, one of the things I did notice, so the little wheels started making some squealing noise, which my other one, you know, started doing that after a couple of years of use. But this one, you know, almost right away started making a little bit of a squealing noise. So another thing I forgot to mention is, you know, usually when I buy a little, you know, stick vacuum, there's some scratches. Let me see if you can see them on the edges here and right here. So when you get next to your, you know, baseboards, you know, it does have a little felt here. They should add a little felt on the sides, or maybe like the little corner, so that way you don't scratch, you know, your baseboards or your entertainment centers. Kind of like this one. This one does have it in the front. It does have it on the corner, but it doesn't have it on the side. So they should add maybe a little strip on both sides, so that way you don't scratch your baseboards, you know, depending if you have painted baseboards. If they're ceramic, then no big deal, but if they're wood and they're painted, eventually you'll start seeing, you know, lines on your baseboards. Another thing that I wanted to mention was, my dad also has the older V8. What I noticed about, you know, the pivoting on these, you know, Dysons, they're very finicky. In other words, if you try to keep it in a straight line, you know, kind of like goes down like this, you know. So it's a little hard to keep it on a straight line compared to the Samsung that I have. You know, it's more forgiving as far as the actual, you know, turning. It's not that bad, but, you know, if you want to keep a straight line right on the edge, like on a carpet or anything like that, you know, you are going to get a little bit of, you know, a little wiggly. All right, so this one here with a, you know, flat screwdriver. If you want to take it apart to clean the roller, if you don't want to wash them, you basically twist it. And you have to make this little air, you know, this little slot right here face up, and the little tip on this, on the opposite side. And you bring this little cover forward, pull it out, and then you slide the roller out, and you can go ahead and clean it. Very nice. And put it right back. Same thing to put it back. And once it's in, you turn sideways along with the actual roller, and you're good to go. All right guys, so this one, if you need to take out the roller, remember it has, you know, the hair removal veins. So I'll show you now when I take out the roller. This one's a little different. You put the flat screwdriver, you could probably use like a quarter or something like that, and you twist and it comes out, okay? So very easy. And here has a bunch of like little, I guess I want to call it little veins that help the hair get cut and sucked into the vacuum. Same thing, once you remove it, you could clean it as needed. See if we could do it by hand. I got a little tug, there we go, a little snap. And that's this one here. And like I mentioned, it does have these little wheels right here and these wheels right here to keep it off the floor, along with some of these little felt and the rubber piece in the back to keep the suction nice and even. All right, on this accessory, it's very easy to do. You have a red lever that you pull, and you kind of wiggle the cover and it comes out with a little finesse. And then you could, clean your roller, if you want to clean the inside of the cover. So very, very easy. Same thing, you put it back and put the lever down and you're good to go. All right, with the adapter for the wall, basically, here you install your accessories. It comes with the screws, so you can put the screws here against the wall. And then you are going to install the power adapter here, and then you will come in with the base right here, and then it will just kind of like go like that on the wall. Very easy to install and super easy to use. So in and out, then you just pull out like that and it slides right out. All right, so we're going to do a little close-up here with the fluffy one on high. All right, so a final overview of the stick vacuum from Dyson. This is the V8 Absolute. Like I mentioned, comes with the washable HEPA filtration. Also has the regular filter too that you can wash and reinstall. Comes with the 2-year warranty. Weighs about 5.82 pounds. You do have plenty of accessories, so I think it's a great combination having the soft roller, the regular roller, and the smaller one for perhaps your car or your furniture, and along with the wall mount accessory, which I really like that option. You do have a charge time of about 5 hours, runtime approximately about 40 minutes with no accessories, and I got about 37 minutes and 30 seconds with the soft roller, and I got 7 minutes and 25 seconds with the other roller on high. You have 0.14 gallon for the bin. I really like the option when you pull on the lever and everything, all the trash comes out. You don't have to touch it. That's something that's pretty cool. 115 air watts of suction power. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us for more content. Check out some of the other videos. If you have any questions or any comments, put them down below. Also, check out some of the links that do help us out. We're trying to grow. Can't do it without your support. So I'll see you guys on the next video.